Hello and welcome to episode 111 of our Midlands map. We are currently sat at Small Heath, just to ruin guess the station for everybody, because that's not what this is. Although I am determined to give it a little bit of a return before Transport Fever 2 is released. So that doesn't give us long, does it? So perhaps Sunday will be the return. For a few weeks at the very least. So a little bit of fun there. We are currently sat at Small Heath. Did I say Tyseley? I probably said the wrong one. My memory is awful. Yeah, we changed this train that's just going by here, didn't we? It's the Chilterns train. And we need to make another change today. As you'll remember, we unlocked the Class 166 and there was an abundance of comments relating to that, and I've picked out what is the consensus, it would seem, and that is there's a plane in the background, it's brilliant, that the DMU Chiltern service that operates with I think it's a Class 16 something, we should change that to a 166. I don't believe it is a 166, but it's close enough is what I'm getting from the comments. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do it in Network Southeast livery. Another suggestion for the 166 was to use it in place of Class 170s on some of the cross-country routes. So that's a good idea, because I think we've still got one Class 101 hanging on there on a cross-country line. So we'll get that changed today. Then what are we doing? We are heading back up to Stafford. We have a junction to do there, and we need to connect into the Trent Valley Line. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and that will link us back up to Rugeley. We've also got a fast junction in between Rugeley and Stafford to do. Once we're done that, we're going to have to think about more trains that are heading up to Stafford, aren't we? Should we get on with it? That's the intro. That's the intro. We've got lots to do today. I like this. I like this Class 47 in Network Southeast. This bridge is a bit low. I'm quite pleased with that. You just get under there. There's no catenary happening over here, is there? Thankfully. Right, anywho. Get over here. We need to change. We've only just changed it. But it does make a little bit of sense. And we'll finally get to see the... No, you're at Tile Hill there. We want to be over this side. We'll finally get to see the Class 166 in action. And that's not it either. We need to head up this way. Yes, we do. Currently, it abruptly ends at Royal Leamington Spa. We are going to continue that line. At some point, like I've said before, we'll keep revisiting this map, even when Transport Fever 2's out, I think, because I'm sure everybody would like to see a full conclusion to the map. Even if it's not fully detailed, at least have all the lines in, and then you can play it at home. Is this the one? This looks like the one. Leamington Spa to Stratford upon Avon. Yeah, DMU. So replacements. You're just heading round there. So if we do this quick, we can get it done. Multiple units. We want diesels. He hasn't quite made it yet. Here we go. We have a 3-car Class 166 in Network Southeast. I like that. 3-car works for me. So we'll add that. No colouring. And we'll replace now. Let's see if... we get to take a look at this. There goes the 47s. Oh, did you change? Oh, he's in. He's in. So that's the Class 166, guys. It doesn't look too bad, does it? I was taking a look at it to make sure it didn't crash when we added it. It sounds wonderful, from what I can remember. We're going to Oxford, which we're not really. That sounds alright, doesn't it? I don't know about anybody else, but is the Class 166 smaller than most trains? Oh, that's not a good view, is it? Straight into that. Because it seems kind of small. I don't know what it is about it. I don't think it's the height, it's more the width. It feels a bit skinny. It could just be that's how the Class 166 is. And that would be accurate. We can see it come into Leamington Spa. Not quite finished on the detailing. Still got semaphores, which I have been changing Oh, I almost forgot. I've been doing some updates to the map as well. We'll take a look at those before we get going. No, I like that. That's definitely a 166, isn't it? Yeah, see there's a lot of good detail inside that carriage there. You can even see the little radiators down there. Look at them. I was going to show you this one, but this dude come and sat next to the radiator. Thank you. Oh, I like that. I like that. We're gonna do. We're probably gonna do a first Great Northwestern because that's all we've got. First Great Northwestern, is that what it is? I can't remember. But for the cross city line, cross country line, not the cross city line. We've still got the. Yeah, it does look a little small. Oh, I don't know. No, it's probably fine. Leave it alone, Gran. I would like to see now a 166 in comparison to other trains. Right, bring up the UI because you don't know what you're doing. We need to head. Oh yeah, do you want to take a look at what I did? Dear oh dear. Spend all that time doing it. None of this was here before. As you can see, I've extended the M6. It now heads all the way up. These are not the junctions that are going to be there. Oh, I just noticed something. Look at that. Featherstone has a cheeky old road. Don't have one of those. Could you have one of these? There we go. Lovely. Yeah, it goes all the way up to Penkridge at the moment. We're going to continue that. It's going to scoot across and then head up that way. I still need to put there's another M road. I can't remember the numbering. I could look at the map. I'm going to try and guess. I think it's the M54 goes that way. As you can see, there's some roads now connecting that they'll need blocking with some fences. We do have some of the roads connecting Codsall and to Albrighton. I did the best I could with this. It was a nightmare. I kept trying to do this because it goes from a dual carriageway down to standard 2 lanes. But every time I tried to do it, if it had the remotest slope on it, it would do like a roller coaster. It was awful. So things are progressing. We're starting to get a bit of detail in. I did this last week and I forgot to show you. Nice, isn't it? Just a little bit of scenery as a Riva Trains. Riva Trains Wales comes hurtling by. Okay, maybe it's not hurtling. I like it. I like it. Even with the dodgy wheels, it is an old version. I would like to see that with the new model. Kind of look nice, wouldn't it? There we go. There we go. So I did that. I did the road work. The road works are the tricky part. Not for just putting them in, laying the roads is fine. It's trying to condense everything, because you're not going to fit all the back roads in around Molyneux, for instance. How are we doing over at Molyneux? Are you leaving my grass alone? You are. Thank you. That's nice. Our buses, how are you doing? There's 4 people on there. That's nice. Not a complete waste. How about you? 2 on there as well. I like that. Okay, so that's all been done. Also, I've connected up this bit of track. Not the most amount of signals at the moment. I have been changing the signals over from semaphores in some places. But when I added the M6 in, I thought I would add this main road in as well, going up to Walsall. It's an abbreviation of what goes on. And we now have this track that leads up to Wolverhampton. So this is all coming together. Once I've got track layouts done, it's then roads, and then you can do detail after that. Because fields are a bit like colouring in, and you just colour all the fields in between roads and tracks, and add necessary factories that would be suited for a certain area. We got more done. I probably did more than that, and I've completely forgot about it. I could just kind of go around and change a few things here and there. Here, if we come down here, you'll see we still have these. We still have these 323s. I do like them. I won't remove them until I'm going to update the save game, because I can just remove them then, just so it doesn't balk your save game. The new one. So they've got new signals now, not LEDs, as I've been informed. I can't remember what Julie said, but she did pop it in the comments. She had a lovely description of what these are. Not LEDs, probably a little too soon for that. But I'm lazy and I'm going to call them LEDs. So we switched them over. They're lamps, I believe. I'm not even going to guess. Oh, we still got that train running as well. We could probably change that over. It's in the old one as well. We'll leave it like that for now. It looks all right, doesn't it? It looks all right. It's starting to come together. This station's quite busy. I do like that. Oh, this I almost forgot. Look how many people are waiting there. They're in tens, if you ever wondered what this little people sign is. So that's multiples of each little person is 10 people, and then in each of those 10 people represent, I believe, something like another 4 to 10. I can't remember the exact number, but yes. Here we go. It's looking not bad. It's finally got the ballast coloured in for the most part and covered. And I started to put a few buildings on top of New Street. It doesn't look too great if you look at it that side, but if you're sitting over here, for instance, it's looking a bit better, isn't it? Down there, you can start to see a bit of a skyline forming. I did notice something before I started recording, and that's over here. We've still got a super old bus running this way. These that don't colour properly anyway. We might as well get rid of them. It's the number 18, Yardley Wood to Bartley Green. And yes, this takes me back to the comments again. I've been away from the UK for far too long, but that's how they are named, isn't it? National Express. Not with an E, it's with an X. Anyway, let's get this updated. One of those, because I love them, and they sound like the buses I kind of remember growing up. That's lovely. So there we go. Those will change. I believe that's the one that does go over... Where are we? Here, Kings Norton. That's not Kings Norton, that's down here. Is that Kings Norton? Oh, what we got here? Not a problem. Got our Class 37 there. Still hauling passengers. I like it. Yeah, they've been updated. It is Kings Norton, isn't it? It is! Oh, I'm proud of myself. Anyhow, stop putting off your junctioning, which we've got to do. That's going to Rugeley. That's not the way we want to be going. We want to be heading up here. We've got to pause this a second. We've got to do the correct junction here. It's a little tricky. This has got to feed in, and we've got one here. We could even put I'm going to go back to Julie. I believe it was Julie and Dan B were discussing the finer points of station platform numbers at Stafford. It's a bit weird. It goes, don't delete Stafford. It goes 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And this, just here, we're going to have to ditch this, I'm afraid. Probably are anyway. And this, yeah, you've just started to build back, that's fine. This is going to have an old bay platform in it. We can just use that for now. I'm going to say it doesn't have catenary on, but we're going to put it up there somewhere. So there'll be a little bay platform, and that was platform 2. There you go. The more you read your comments, the more you learn. All right, let's get rid of this and this. That's all neatly done, and let's give this a go, shall we? Hopefully, get it all done nicely. We're going to add that back in. This is the first one we need to do. I'm going to say these ones are not overly quick. This track heads up that way, and I would prefer you not to snap. So I'm going to hold shift and make sure it's flat. Hopefully that is flat. Yes, you're not going to like that, but then you're going to have the proper junction here. Fairly quick switch. Can we get... Yep, well, I would prefer it a bit quicker, but we might run out of space if we're not careful. Maybe 100 is more than enough. Maybe 90 is more than enough, to be fair. So if we can get this to 90, it would be lovely. We'll extend this a little bit so we've got some signalling room should we require it. I say 60 should be good enough for us. What do you reckon? Right, let's hold shift and bring this round. Don't need to go round too aggressive. And then we need to do the same that side. 60, can we get a 60 again? It would be lovely. There we go, got it. So we're going to be doing 60 through there. That is the transit tracks to go through the middle. I feel like we've already run out of room. That's fantastic, isn't it? Not really. I might have to rethink this. We might not be able to get the super quick speed through here. It might not even be. It just looks it. If you look at the track plan, it just looks like it should be quite quick. What I'd like to do is keep it semi-quick. Maybe a 50 would be okay. I've got it, guys. I've had a thought. I know, careful. If we have that as the main track, and it doesn't really matter what speed these are because they're going into the station, that's probably closer to the truth. Accuracy, that's better, isn't it? I don't know what I was doing. I had a moment. We've got to bring this track out. That's got to happen, and we are going to have it. No catenary. I don't know whether they do stable anything here anymore, but we'll just send this up around the side like so. There we go, the old bay platform. We could even make little old platform if need be. It's a little too aggressive, isn't it? Can we get that a little better? Would be nice. If we hold shift, we might be able to utilize this existing unused side of the platform. Maybe. I don't think it would be too quick. If we keep it in there, it's like it's meant to be. Look at that. That's better. Do we like that? It's a little far away, but like I said, we could do a little bit of detailing there. Later on, put the catenary back on. Let's get to this. I'm using this track, even though this track speed, even though there's no way that's how quick it's going. So we can keep all uniform. Okay, so we've got this joining in. Then we have the actual crossover that the line can use. And I'm going to say we're going to keep these to at least 30. We might need to swap around the stations once we're done. We do go over to this one. This one's going to be heading pretty much off to Trent Valley. Ideally, you'd have the Trent Valley go north of Weeping Cross on our map there. It's going to wiggle up north touch and then wiggle down again, and it kind of makes its way. Then at College or Colwich, not sure which one, College or Colwich, there's a fast junction. One heading up there to Stone, which should be there, and the other one splits off and goes under a tunnel. We've got a tunnel here, and we have to put an arch on top of that tunnel. Yes, we do. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. If not, a little bit of homework for you to look up. It's homework. At our age, we don't do homework anymore. Well, I say that, and I have been, sort of. Not very well, obviously, because I keep getting things wrong. This is coming over to here. That looks about right to me. I think we're going to have to condense this down, but there is a crossover just there. I'm not going to say that's very quick at all, but we'll put it in. We're on a winner. This junction is starting to become a thing. The only problem we got is that I feel like that curves off too aggressively, but we'll see. I don't think we need to get anything else in here. This one comes off like that, and this one then branches off around there. Yep, I'm afraid you've lost your house. You've been destroyed. Right then, next on the list. I believe the next one for us is going this way. In fact, I'm running with it. Yeah, I said we're going to do these at 30. So why don't you do that? Because otherwise we're going to be halfway to Birmingham by the time I'm done. Although it's not too bad, is it? We've got a road that we've got to put over the top here as well. The main road. We have another one that crosses over there. This is where the problems begin. It does that. It's because we're drifting out too far. We're drifting out too far. We need to hug this a little better. Perhaps what we could do is maintain the curve, and we can always go more aggressive heading out to the Trent Valley Line, as long as that's not too slow. Oh, it would have been nice to keep the speed, but at the same time, I would like this to work flawlessly. Yeah, let's keep 30 on this, and then it might be a little easier to achieve. We're going to have to come down a little further. Where's Weep? Oh, yeah, we've already gone south of it, you see. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it. And this is going to come in like that. Almost 30. There we go. I think that works. Where was the other one? There was another one just there, wasn't there? I wouldn't mind that a little quicker. There we go. And we need another one on this side, just here. I'm not going to make that too quick because looking at it, it looks like it's to go in the station. You're not going to go hurtling into the station if you're stopping there, are you? Absolutely not. Right, we've got a gap here. These houses are not going to last. With some more sidings going on. I like it. There we go. We'll get these in. I don't know whether they're still there, still used, or even have catenary, but it's something we can tidy up later. For now, I just like them to avoid everything. It's a pretty hectic junction, isn't it? This going into Stafford. I like it. I mean, I think we've covered about every base. Now, this one here that's giving us problems. What's going on here? No, that's not a problem. It's this one. We might have to change what what platform you use at Stafford. Yes. You won't be able to use that now. You need to use 2. 3? It will be 3. Which is not 3. It will technically be 4. So 1 is 1. So that's good. But then you just plus 1 onto these for the real life counterpart. This would be for us stopping on 3. But technically, no. It'll be stopping on 4, which is technically 5. This would be platform 5. There we go. We got it. Now, the next thing we need to do is this doesn't just end like this. Which is making me rethink this idea a little bit. I like where we are up there. However, this makes more sense if we go with this. And we'll keep catenary on for a second. We need this to head off this way. So we're going to have to slide it in to there. And... oh, you haven't left yourself enough room. You haven't left yourself enough room. We're going to have to improvise with this, aren't we? Because that's not going to get up there. Ooh, how do we do this? I don't like it. Because ideally it would be going that way. Like that. I mean, I could get away with that. I don't know whether it left us enough room. Come on. Come on. You almost do. It's sort of tempting to redo that little section, isn't it? But... I don't think we're going to get... no, now we're miles away. Now you... well, actually, I don't know. This is probably better for us. Like I said, if we do the fake platform, it'll be a fun little project, side project. We could do some sort of fake platform there. And then that does represent what's going on there. Except you're not supposed to have catenary on. There we go. I don't think. Anyway. We'll detail that. We'll make it look like it's supposed to be. This is a thing that's happening. We're going to have to drift out a touch just here. So if we can hold shift, keep it nice and flat. And then we're going to have another bit just there. Let's turn the... oh, does it have catenary? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it might be a stable of sorts. It could be just old track. I mean... given how messy it is, it might be better not to have it like this. And this goes in like so. Although that's tidied it up a little bit. Sometimes you make me very happy, Transport Fever. You really do. Right, this is going round like that. And I'm gladly take slower speeds. What do you reckon, guys? Close enough. I mean, we're really going to have to shift this round a bit. We have 2 more crossovers to go. We've got one going that way. Across there, so we're going to need the right speed. Need one this way. That might be kind of quick. And then we need to do something similar on this one. This one's supposed to come round a bit sharpish. We kind of drifted again, didn't we? I guess as long as we keep it to something like that, we'll be okay. Ooh, that's lovely. There we go. That's a little bit better. This is sort of staggered. So if we can get away with this... 50? Can we get a 50? We can. I'm not sure how we're going to do the signal in here. Probably very large blocks so that our trains don't trip over each other. So this would be the main entry signal into all of this shenanigans. Likewise on this side. It'll be somewhere there. Now, as I said, we've got a bit of an issue as we've got to technically go north of Weeping Cross. Which isn't going to happen. So we're going to go south and probably go up through like so. I do like the idea of having Weeping Cross either side and Walton on the Hill either side of our tracks. Because we do need that quite busy round there. And that way we can keep heading north, do a little wiggle. We'll have our tunnel just there. Okay, we'll make this work. Definitely. Now there's some older track. I don't know whether it's used or it's just sidings. And we can do that further away. Hold shift again. Like there. Have that this colour. That is going to be joining. There we go. Lovely. This is going to be coming round. We'll put another siding up that way. And then we'll come off like that. There we go. That'll do for starters. I can mess about with how the sidings look later on. We can probably do the same there. Again, I don't know whether it's actually got catenary on it. I would imagine some of it has, but we could do the same with that. Because that is sort of a passing line. There'll be the post office just here. And then what looks like a platform going along. So we could technically remove this as passing section since we're not using the station on that side. Rather than built into the station, we can draw our own, and that way we could maybe detail a little bit of the postal pickup place. Maybe. Right, now, the reason these have to be lined up kind of decent is because we're scooting off at not the fastest speeds in the world. Catenary, I'm gonna guess yes. So I was worried about all these speeds, and then there's quite an aggressive curve around here, so it might have been for nothing. Never mind. Maybe we will. Oh, 60's a bit wide, isn't it? We're gonna end up in Acton Trussell at this rate, so we're gonna have to go with 50. After all that, you probably didn't need all that speed. Well, you Burke, you've done it now. You're in. Hey, it doesn't always work. I mean, it's close enough. I'm going with that. We can just continue to go round at 50. It's not the slowest, is it? And then at least we can sort of get back on track. Hopefully they'll build back down there. The thing we have to do though, oh, we're going to have to move that signal. We'll also have this closer up there. We need to go round like that. So we'll have this one come round like that, I think. 40 miles an hour. It's not bad, is it? Then we've got back into a 4-track, and hopefully we're going to get rid of this signal. Not in the right place. It's only going to be budged down a little bit. If we can get that in, it's a bit close, but it's sort of done what I want it to do. As long as you don't get any closer to the track, you're all right. There we go. Catenary and that layout doesn't normally work the best. Let's hope this signal doesn't mess it up. We might want it a little further away. But now we're close to this one. I'll tell you what, we'll have a short signal. We're not going to be using this bit of track, I don't think, as coming out this way. So it shouldn't matter too much. We're going to have to be sort of careful though. Yeah, we're going to have to be kind of careful here, aren't we? We don't have any room for a signal here, so that's really awkward. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to imagine they go... No, they wouldn't be like that, will they, you plonker? Yeah, this is causing issues, this little non-siding, but I really want it in. Maybe if we put the signals in first on this side, maybe they're a bit wonky. Maybe we can still squeeze it in. I don't know. We'll find out. I know I've redrawn this siding like a million times now. Slight exaggeration. Come on, please, please. You're almost there. Do it from there. Will you? Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got it in. We snuck it. We snuck it in. We snuck it in. Yes, we did. I don't know what you're doing with the catenary here. Have I accidentally got rid of a bit of electrification? I don't think so. I don't think so. We need that tool. No, you're there. Ooh, don't like that lag. No, I don't want you electrified. You'll be fine. You're watching the brain tick over slowly as I try and figure this out. Right then. This track for us is going to be this one here. It's going to be following it around. So we need to keep it nice and steady. And fairly parallel with this track here. It's going to be following it that way round. This heads back into a single track. I am sort of happy with it though, guys. Good news. Official episode. There we go. Alright, now we got that in, we're going to make our way over to Colwich, whichever it is. And hopefully we'll be going into a bit of a cutting, which we are. It's beautiful. Thank you for that. Lovely. It is 4-track, which is amazing, because that's what we've got. I don't know what we're doing with this bit yet. On OpenStreetMap, it doesn't seem to join into anywhere. It just kind of runs at the side. No, it does run at the side. So we'll just we'll just do that. And we'll have it at the side. And I'll tell you what, for now, I'm gonna take the catenary off it. Just for now. Not needed. That bit will be needed. That tiny little bit there is actually needed because we have the tracks going up there. Ooh, the lag. We have the track going up there into the station. Alright then. What we've got left to do is wiggle our way to College. College. None of those are probably right. We're going to head through here. Luckily we didn't destroy all of that. And if we get enough cutting, it would kind of be cool. Because we do need... Oh, you've got the wrong track selected. It would kind of be cool. Use the magic wand. As it would make the big tunnel a little easier to build. Now, are you heading in the right direction? Sort of. We want to be heading down here now. Unfortunately, we're coming back up. If we bring up the contour lines, there is a bit of a tunnel there, isn't there? Just here. Probably a little far away, but we do need to get a junction. Oh, there we go. Now, right, I've got a quick idea. Although, we're getting towards the end. Goodness me. I need to speed up a bit. If we even make that a little more aggressive, we might be able to get this in. Just a little bit. Yep, I don't mind it because it is quite a big tunnel, so I would like to represent that somehow. Yep, that's fine. We can smooth it out afterwards, but if we can sort of naturally go under here, make some sort of tabletop. There we go. And then smooth that out a touch at the top. What will that give us? Will that give us a tunnel? Oh, you're beautiful. Get in there. Oh, that's unbelievable. Right, that might be easier than I thought. There's your tunnel. We need to put... yeah. It's going to be better than what I'm about to do. I don't know what the rest of the ground is like around here, but we'll smooth it out a little bit. It's a little bit smaller than it should be, but we are already at the junction. What we need on... Have I... Please say I connected the right track up. I think it goes down to 2 tracks, you see, so... Once we've got the tunnel in, it doesn't matter. I'm about to do something, though. We're going to go to this. It's not going to be the best representation of it, but I'm going to do it anyway, just to remind myself. We need that. We can do some pagey-uppy stuff. Here we go. Just like that. I want Gothic B. And we're just going to put that... Don't connect to it. Hold shift. I'm just going to put that there. There we go. That'll do. It's awful. Right, there it is. It's in. Now, how does this go down to 2 lines? We need to start back here. We're going to be a little bit... We're going to be a little bit condensed, I think, to get this all working. I'm going to say we're going to head like this. And like so. And then we're going to bring this in. Oh, come on, do it, please. Oh, you're almost working. Will you connect like that? 90 miles an hour junction. Switch. It sort of works as long as this is nice. Not too bad. It's a little bit clippy. You might lose a wing mirror on your train. Not many trains have wing mirrors. But you might. So we do that. And then we also need another one here. We probably don't need it this quick at all. I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, it's probably a little excessive. We could probably got away with a little bit slower, but yeah. It's in now. Are we going to have to bring this one over like this? Okay, so the way I'm thinking it... Oop, actually, we need to change this just a touch. These two would be the... Oh, I might erect it. I might erect it. Nope, you've got it. You've got it. These two are the ones that are going to continue as the main line. Doesn't matter now if it slows down. And this one is going to drop in. We're going to put it just before the tunnel. It's quite a way from the tunnel, but we'll have it like there. 80? It's looking okay. There we go. We'll take that. Do we like that, guys? That's satisfactory, isn't it? Absolutely. Now I've got to figure out how all this signalling works. Dear oh dear. One way I'm going to say is there. To me, it feels like both of these go that way. I could be absolutely wrong though. Because that crosses over. So, well actually, then that means if it crosses over like that, would it not be like this instead? Yes, it would. I tell you why it would be like that. Because of this bit here would have to be, I'm working out as we go along, there. I'm going to put it a little way from the junction, and we can have the proper signalling down here. Can't even see it behind that, can you? We want this one this side as well, don't we? Oh, come on. Snap on there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. One there. One there. Just to give us an idea about what we're doing. Give us an idea. I would like it accurate from the beginning, but I am winging this a little bit as far as the signalling is concerned. Which means this is probably something like that. Luckily we're not using this one, we're using this one, so that can technically be two-way. I mean, I don't know whether it is, but we're going to put it in anyway. That should cover most of our bases, signalling wise. I'm hoping. Yes, I think we're good. We've got just an extended block here, and we should have all the signals that are in that need to be in, and then we can have a couple of releasing signals back here. And that'll be a lot, wouldn't it? Well, I'd give some signals on gantries. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? That would be those two in the middle. Oh, I forgot to turn it back onto one way. It's okay. It's okay. It's not like we can't undo it. I mean, technically, they don't need to be anyway, because I don't think there's any way that could be done. Yeah, because these are blocking them. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. There we go, guys. We got it in. I would say that's quite accurate for Stafford. A little bit wiggly in the wrong place. We should have gone north of Weeping Cross. We're sort of in the right place here. We've got some bridges to do. We've split our towns up a little bit. Let's just connect these up to let them grow. As I like to do that. Let this grow as well. If you can. Oh, this is a horrible road. You be a crossroads then instead. Who remembers Crossroads on TV? Anywho, before I get sidetracked on that, Brockton, can't remember how big that's going to be. It might just be a little village. This is as far as we're going. There's an arch there. Okay, and this here, there's going to be a junction just after there, with a little bit heading off, and we're going to head to Rugeley. Should we find somewhere to be? Oh, I haven't played it for like the entire episode. You Burke. We could have been playing it when we were faffing around down here. Never mind. We've left some signals out. I forgot to do the signals. I will not do that now. I will go back and I'll do the fancies. It's not fancy, is it? You're just putting signals in. I'll do the blocking there. What I've got to look up is, because we're going to connect up here and do this nice fast junction, is which trains are now heading past Rugeley, continuing from Rugeley up to Stafford, and then looking, I think they own, yeah, I'll look up some more trains at Stafford, but I believe a couple of our trains that stop here are going to make their way up there, probably London North Western Railway. We can hear some planes, and yeah, there we go. I like it, guys. We're in. Where should we go into? Oh, do you know what I didn't do? Let's end it. I know how to end this. Not this one, because we're leaving it as Anglia trains. But I do want to change the train that comes in here. This one, isn't it? No, we already changed that one. This one, yes, Birmingham New Street to Leicester. That's the Class 101. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to have, and we'll finish off looking at it. And we're going to, hopefully, if I can find it, we're going to replace it with a diesel, or 166 in First Great Western. There we go. First Great Western. Because that's the only one I could really think of to put it in. Link, I believe, is up London way, isn't it? Anyway, they're all nowhere near here. Replace now. Yes. Did you colour it? You might have done. Vehicles. Just get rid of it. There we go. Let's see how that looks. I don't know where he is. Where we've got to listen for the sound of the 101s. And then we might be able to find him. Is that him? Oh, there you go. Right, let's see if we can... Oh my word, I have not done any signalling down here. I don't think it matters because we don't have many trains running down there, but still. You lazy sausage, what are you doing? Oh, buck your ideas up. That's brilliant. Ooh, where's this? Nuneaton. There's a good place to end it, especially if... can we see... Is that it? No, that's Kingsbury Oil. I mean... I'm not... oh, what's that in the background? No. That's the Anglia train. I don't know where you are. Is that you? Yeah, miles away. I guess... Do you know a view we don't normally have? Although I'm not sure how that's going to go. What's that train? Wait a minute. You're the same train, right? Yes, I got rid of the colorization. Well, you can't quite get the camera around. Let's have a cab ride into Birmingham. Why not? Birmingham New Street cab ride. We won't quite get there. Something a little different to end this one. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. We got a big old mess of an entry into Stafford. It's not really a mess, was it? It was quite straightforward if you look at it. Although I might have got it wrong. I do like all this. I've not been out here for the longest time. It's lovely. When we come back, we are going to link up, finally, Rugeley, to Stafford. And then we've got that link, and we'll add a few trains to that as well. And then what? I guess Stoke would be a good one. And we'll do all the linking for that too. So until then, take care.